Let's go.
Hello, guys. Welcome to our random podcast of Awesomeness.
Who the fuck do you think you
whatever
are?
Number it is. I am Grenette14, and with me today are...
Cheesy.
Awkward challenge guy.
Shadow Wolf. Burke 168.
We are very.
This is a very awkward conversation already.
Yes,
And
we keep interrupting each other.
I love the enthusiasm.
We're all
guys.
rusty.
I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
We should make an order in next time.
So, yeah, we should have practiced this. Anyway, we are reviewing tonight Kirby Squeek Squad for the Nintendo DS.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yay! Kirby!
And apologies for the long wait, you guys.
So, the game plays a Kirby Superstar Ultra. Thanks for watching the podcast, guys. This was Corbinik. No, but...
Yes, Corbin's been trolling us all freaking night. But Corb does actually bring up an interesting point. Kirby Squeek Squad is pretty much the spiritual successor or predecessor, not entirely sure which based on chronological release dates, of Kirby Superstar Ultra.
It's pretty boring.
They have incredibly similar play styles, and they actually have relatively the same amount of flow. However, due to a few specific differences, I picked the Squeek Squad over Superstar Ultra because pretty much everyone here has already played Ultra.
The difference is, this Kirby, you actually have to use the touchscreen for once.
So,
well, yeah.
It's kind of a nice feature.
Early release of an earlier Kirby game also had touchscreen functionality.
Canvas, but that game doesn't count. Game doesn't count. That's not a Kirby game. That was pinball.
No, Canvas Curse, and it does count because Kirby still actually,
It's a pinball.
It's not a pinball game.
It's a ball. You like ball.
Obviously, Gerd has not played Canvas Curse. That game is a game where there are flippers and you play pinball.
There is, however, a Kirby pinball.
Yes, there was a Kirby pinball.
And in that game, you use the stylus to build lines to, move Kirby around.
It's confused, Corb. Canvas Curse.
Lightning. I hope I don't get a power outage. That would suck. I mean, my bed would probably hurt more if we got a power outage.
So it'll suck for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
I hope it will hit you.
On a serious note, the game felt repetitive after the first world to me. I didn't like it, and then
I thought you did like it.
I mean, it's all right, but it's just repetitive. Like, yeah.
I don't fully agree with you there.
As with a lot of the other Kirby games, this gets really repetitive relatively quick.
Except Superstar.
I'm just such a huge fan that it didn't feel that.
Divided so heavily.
Huh?
Superstar was really divided so heavily.
Exactly. There were so many different things you could be doing that when you got bored of one part of the game, you can just move on to the next short little story plot.
I mean, the boss.
Or doing the boss rush, or the dungeon where you found treasures.
Yeah, I hate that place.
The problem I had with Squeek Squad was that every boss practically you could just use fire or ice and just sit there and
you just spam. They can't fight back. You're constantly attacking them.
Because you guys didn't actually make it to about World 4 where the bosses become infinitely harder.
Actually, I just finished the game. So, yeah, the bosses did...
Todd and Burke, I know, only got to about World 2 or 3.
I got to World 3 or 4.
I got to World 8.
Now, how this works is if you've ever played a traditional Nintendo platformer, you know how to control Kirby. But as with most of Kirby's other titles, Kirby has the ability to absorb the powers of his elemental-based and super powerful enemies, like Sword, Beam, Parasol, and Spark. There are several different, and in each Kirby game, there are a bunch of different powers introduced, and some are actually totally taken away, or at least changed significantly. The unique powers that are in Squeek Squad, I'm not entirely sure if these are unique though, because I think Amazing Mirror and the Nightmare and Dreamland remake actually did have Tornado. I know they had Spark.
Tornado was broken.
What about Ghost?
Ghost is totally unique to Squeek Squad.
Haha.
Mind you, Ghost is a bonus feature that you unlock after getting all of the Ghost medals.
I only got it with cheating.
Bastard.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Go on, Shadow.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to keep going on from there. So, yeah, the game, like Gerdat was just saying, is pretty much similar to the other Kirby games where it's repetitive. It's somewhat fun, but it gets boring pretty quickly.
Now, that's not to say that the fun factor is completely lost after a while, because as the thing that keeps this game from getting too stale is the fact that there are several different extras that you can go on and try, and there are also
your Kirby a different color.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, there are a lot of pointless extras like the sound test mode
Yeah, I like
that
the
you have
sound
to
test
actually
mode.
Everybody likes sound test.
via playing the game, and the painting your Kirby different colors things, which you also unlock by playing the game, and finding the gimmick to Squeek Squad, the treasure hunting. If you guys remember Kirby Superstar, you would recall that there was an entire mini-game in Superstar dedicated to collecting treasures.
It sucked. It was impossible.
Not everybody here shares the same hatred for it as Gerdat does. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, this is because you didn't actually 100% break Game Offensive.
What are you talking about? I pretty much almost 100%ed it. I went through like the whole thing.
You almost 100% it. Getting all the treasures in Section 3 is a pain in the ass.
It's supposed to be like that, Gerdat. It's a mode for obsessive people who want to get everything, so it's supposed to be hard. If there's no challenge.
I got 90% once, and then I gave up.
It's on topic. What are you talking about?
It's all about Kirby, just the one Kirby.
Should be talking about Squeek Squad.
We are talking about Squeek Squad, aren't we?
In Squeek Squad, there are these mice that don't like you, so they take your cake, and then you gotta somehow all their treasure gets splattered across 8 worlds, I think it is, and then and then you steal their treasure. So Kirby's a thief. We already knew that.
No, Corb. You didn't pay attention to the plot.
You just steal your cake.
Yes, and although it is a very small plot, and it is a Kirby game, so you can totally ignore the plot, it actually is here. And it kind of explains where Meta Knight comes from.
Okay, so let's explain this plot, guys. In this plot, you gain control of Kirby, who has the power that we have never seen before, the power to suck up things. The plot of this game is you suck up things and then steal treasure.
That's the gameplay, not the plot.
That is the plot.
Okay, can I do the plot?
No,
the plot is
Kirby is having a very nice day as a picnic, and he has his strawberry shortcake.
So the same story in every Kirby game.
Shut up, Kirby. Okay,
now,
you ready?
in order to get his strawberry shortcake back, Kirby gives chase after the Squeaks, who happen to be well renowned as treasure hunters.
Wait, you forgot, Gerdat. You missed a part. At first, Kirby thinks that it was the work of King Dedede, and then it's later that he finds out that it was the Squeaks.
Yes.
So it's every other Kirby game.
True.
Admittedly, it is pretty much every other Kirby game, where King Dedede is the pseudo-villain, even though he only remains to be the pseudo-villain for the first world.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of think like Crystal Shards is like that, too.
No, well, Crystal Shards, the plot for Crystal Shards was the unique one. There was no cake involved.
There was still cake involved. It just wasn't the main plot, not in the plot.
Wait, you guys are talking about the N64 game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The one I like.
The one that's good.
Okay, you can now skip to the plot line from World 7.
The cake is a lie.
After following the Squeaks through 7 of the worlds and defeating them at each turn, Meta Knight shows up and actually steals the final treasure from the Squeaks before they're able to open it. So it is Kirby's job to go down and pursue Meta Knight and defeat him in a one-on-one competition. That's another problem about Squeek Squad that we'll be getting to later. Anyway, upon defeating Meta Knight and opens the last treasure chest, it is revealed that that specific treasure chest held the power of an ancient evil known as Darkstar. Darkstar then possesses the boss of the Squeaks, I don't actually remember his name, and they proceed on to World 8, where Kirby heads up for the final conversation with Squeak's boss.
Conversation?
After defeating Squeakbox, spoilers.
You just sit down and have a polite conversation.
That's good at all.
Hey, Garrett leaves the conversation.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah, go on,
Gerdat.
please.
All right, fine. You guys want me to spoil the ending? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're going through the entire
Nobody
game,
cares.
aren't we?
Yes, we are.
It's Kirby. It has no ending.
Yes,
You
it
get your
does.
cake
It
back.
does.
Spoiler.
Well, actually,
you get
no,
your
it,
cake
it
back.
doesn't. Because you still don't know where the cake is in the end.
Yeah.
Spoilers, they ate the cake.
Actually, watch the sequence.
Well, the Squeak sent him the cake back with an apology.
Anyway, go on, Gerdet.
All
Oh
right.
God, lightning.
So after trudging through the eighth world and defeating and fighting Squeak Boss, Darkstar is released from Squeak Boss, and you have to face off with the final confrontation with Darkstar. Also, Kirby finds along the way the 3-star mallet, which is incredibly powerful. It is technically the most powerful of the powers in game.
Triple star.
Yep, the triple star mallet.
Was Yo-Yo in this game?
No, Yo-Yo was not in this game.
This game is not
Sad.
real.
Right.
So, using the power of the 3-star mallet, Kirby defeats Darkstar, and Meta Knight once again steals him inside the treasure chest. The end.
That's a
And
very...
Kirby gets his
And
cake
you
back.
still don't know where the cake is.
No, he gets his cake back.
He gets his cake back.
Watch the credit sequence.
Aw.
I didn't watch the credits. I always let my
So-
DS lay there and
No,
and
no,
So
do
let it-
something else.
Now
Let
that I
me
think
know-
about it... No, wait. 1 second. Now that I think about it, why would he want that cake back? Apparently, this adventure takes probably a long time to go through.
Actually, no. This adventure takes place over the course of a single day.
That's fake.
I did it in
That
one
is
day.
not real. This
So
game
let
is
it be-
not
Yeah,
real.
Kirby time does not pass equivalent to human time.
So let it be
Yes.
known that Kirby is one Nintendo character who gets his cake and eats it too.
So is Kirby the deity of time?
Oh, ho, ho,
Pretty much, yeah.
I wonder if
Kirby's
he's
just
like,
a
I wonder if he's
jackass.
like time magician. Just you go play a Kirby game, flip a coin, win games.
Maybe.
Yay, reference.
Not quite. Anyway,
Yes, quite.
so do we want to talk about the cons of the game now, or even though
I
we
think
kind of already
Okay,
have?
yeah, we can talk about a little bit more of the cons. The game sucks.
Oh, shoot.
I wouldn't say that at all.
The game's Kirby. Oh, like
Kirby is autopilot for cool.
the first world I played through, I was like, oh, this is cool. And I played the second one, I was like, okay. Third world, I was like, oh no, I've done this before. Fourth world, fuck.
It's not a very
Sometimes-
original game at all, but
It's
it
not,
doesn't
but it's a
necessarily mean
Kirby
it's bad. Yes, it has its
It's a real-
redeeming qualities.
It gets boring fast.
Yeah, it's repetitive, but if you're buying this game because you are a fan of the old Kirby games and all side-scrolling Kirby games, then you're gonna like this game.
You should buy Canvas
Yeah.
Curse.
I wouldn't immediately buy it. I'd download it like I did now, but buy it? No.
We don't,
This is
we
one
don't
of those
endorse that
Nintendo
on this
DS games that I
podcast.
seriously would buy if I had a Nintendo DS.
Which I have.
You would buy it.
I do too.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I seriously would. In fact, I'll go on
I-
record and say I would buy Canvas Curse too.
Would you buy Amazing Mirror?
I think Corb will
No,
hate
I
you
would
now.
not buy Amazing Mirror.
Hey, maybe you'd
But-
actually finish it, like Burke can't finish Final Fantasy VI.
Hey, I
Oh,
did
God.
finish Amazing Mirror. It jipped me out of 100%. Anyway,
Sorry.
the main con of this game, like Corb says, is that it is incredibly repetitive and formulaic of the older Kirby games.
It's very
Mind you,
derivative.
the treasure hunting gimmick does actually add to the game, but it doesn't add enough to make it so that you want to keep coming back and back to this game after you beat it each
I
time.
don't see how
The
people...
only thing that makes me want to do is unlock all the ability scrolls.
yeah.
That's the only thing that makes me to
Yeah,
do.
once you beat this game, there really won't be a lot of reason for you to go back.
There's no real replayability unless you haven't 100. If you 100% the game, there's no real reason to play it again. If you haven't, there's a reason to go back and get every treasure you didn't, because that's collection purposes. If you already got everything, there's really unless you are the biggest Kirby fanatic in the world and just can't get enough of pressing left or right on a D-pad and pressing B to suck in things. I mean, if that's your type of thing, go for it. But I mean, I just found it's Kirby. I never really did like the Kirby games except for Kirby 64, but that game's real, unlike this game.
Eh.
Because this game is fake, evidently.
It is.
Yes, it
It's
is.
made by
But-
Nintendo of Korea.
Nintendo of Korea.
Oh, Korea.
All right.
You're
No, but
awkward
the-
tonight.
The other
point
major
is
con that I have about this game is that it follows the Kirby formula so much that the normal stages in this are way too easy, but a few of the later bosses are incredibly difficult. Darkstar himself is actually really easy, but two specific bosses that come to mind are Fire Owl. I don't actually know his name. I just call him Fire Owl Raccoon thing.
Punkawalla.
You know what? Yeah, that's his official name now, Punkawalla. Punkawalla, who you fight in the fire-themed world, and Fate Krako, who you fight in the sky-themed world. Both of these bosses are incredibly difficult if you have no idea what you're doing, and Krako especially so, because Krako does the most cheap thing ever. And once you get to stage 2 of Krako, he actually electrifies himself and removes the platforms that you were sitting on. People wonder why Kirby has infinite flight time. That's why.
Is that the cloud?
He's annoying.
The cloud with
That
eyeballs?
being said, the only other major comment I can say about this is that aside from the boss battles, it's a really easy game. Like most of the Kirby games, they're notorious for being way too easy and geared towards younger audiences, despite being incredibly fun to play through.
And another thing I want to bring up about a con is, I mean, I've always liked Kirby music, but I noticed when I was playing this game, I was like, this is the exact same music from the other games. Just
I'll admit, Kirby doesn't really get all that many original music pieces. Most of them are remixes of older themes from like Superstar and Dreamland.
Yep. Yeah, I mean
that's not necessarily a bad thing though, because these tunes are really catchy.
Songs.
I mean, isn't the battle theme also like a little slightly different variation of the one from Superstar?
Yeah, the boss themes are pretty much ripped directly from Superstar. But again, this isn't a bad thing so much as it is, a kind of letdown. We would like to see Kirby get some more music pieces, but he doesn't need them because they're already really good.
I also find the lack of Waddle Dees disappointing.
Are we going to do the joke? I want to know ahead of time if we're doing the joke.
What joke?
What joke?
There's a joke.
Never mind.
I'm lost in transition.
What?
Yes, you're lost in transition. So is everybody else.
Apparently, the only one that's in on the joke is Gerdat.
Well, Burke's in on it too, but he doesn't realize
No, I'm not.
Burke,
Right. Wait.
in the arena, who's the hardest boss?
Probably the spaceship dude.
Yep, you don't get
the
it.
spaceship dude.
I think this is an
dude.
inside joke that only Gerdak gets.
Yeah.
It might be, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure everyone knows the Waddle Dee is the hardest enemy in game joke.
I think Gerdat forgets I don't remember names.
I think Gerdak forgets that nobody's played a Kirby game except for Squeek Squad, except for him, like, the last 6 months.
I played all Kirby games,
In the last 6 months.
even on GBA, and
In the last 6 months.
All right.
Even Epic Yarn.
Bringing this train back in. What do you guys think about the graphics?
It looks like Kirby.
It's Kirby.
Yeah, it looks like a Kirby game. These looked like they were pretty much ripped directly from the GBA titles.
Yep.
And again, not a bad thing, but I think
is a
they could have
bad
done a little
thing.
bit punching.
My
No, it's not a bad thing. The
I
Kirby
wanted
GBA
my
titles
PS3
look
Wii U
relatively high-end.
graphics.
I mean, the graphics look pretty sharp. I mean, the graphics are sharp. You can tell everything apart.
Yes,
You can
they're
distinguish
sharp and
everything.
shiny, exactly what you
And
want.
it's a very colorful game.
It's very colorful, it's very bright, it's very happy-go-lucky. The
Makes
kind
my
of
eyes
game
bleed a little.
that is because you are desensitized to your childhood.
Your childhood
Yes.
sucks. Shut your mouth.
Go play Bayonetta, you emo.
Oh,
Man.
Oh,
I'm muting
ouch.
myself. You guys do the podcast without me.
oh.
Great, I heard my
Oh, okay.
feelings.
Anyway,
Well, enough of
Anyway.
Parappa over there.
Forever.
yes.
Come on, guys. We all love each other. Let's stop
I hate
fight.
that.
Oh, no, you
Yeah,
don't.
I do too.
love you guys.
I love you too, guys.
Anyway,
Great.
This podcast is about
going on.
Kirby and Barney, apparently.
Yeah, anyway, going on Kirby. The advantage is, you can combine several bubbles, because you can put items into bubbles to get other items in bubbles, and therefore you can create like a flying bubble from a parasol and a tornado thingy,
Yes.
which is a plus in my opinion.
The Cupid power is really lame though.
Cupid
It
Power
really
is great.
Me-
Shut up.
I scrolled
cupid
it.
power is
It's
stupid.
nice.
Shut up.
Do you have it scrolled?
I do have it scroll. In fact, I've 100% of this game twice. Thing is,
You
I
are a
still
sad
hate
person.
cupid power.
Didn't we already establish? Yeah, 100% this game once, and you should be done. But Gernad, he went back to it after he did it again.
I think Gernad's 100% in Superstar like 8 times.
Yeah.
Yes, I've 100% in Superstar upwards of 10 times. Okay.
You are
I
a
love that
sad
game,
person.
but I love that game, but I wouldn't 100% it twice.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
the only one that actually revisits games that I love playing. Yeah.
So anyway,
Whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
100% of Tetris twice.
that game was really good.
Anyway, Cheese did bring up the only real thing that the touchscreen offers in here, and that is when you there are several bubbles. There are items that you can place into bubbles in this game. Most of these are food items. You know, the famous Maxim tomato, the GBA made famous of vitamins, and the
I think
cherries.
those are
and such.
steroids.
Yeah, the Maxim tomatoes are pretty much steroids.
No, I'm talking about the vitamins. They're steroids.
No, the vitamins are not steroids because they're not the best item in the game.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
I think the people who made
Yes, it
Nuka made
does.
this game.
Well, if this game were more crass and had a bunch of bad jokes from the 80s and 90s, maybe.
They-
no, this game is very lighthearted.
Yes.
It is.
It's something for the
It-
casual gamer. Unless you're Gerd who 100%
Whoa.
it twice.
It is a very casual game. It's not really like, I don't think a hardcore person would pick up this game and be like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this
No,
twice.
because
That.
when you
But
think
that's
about
just
all
because
the
it's Kirby.
when you think about all the great DS games, there are so many innovative DS games out there, and Kirby Squeek Squad is not a bad game at all. It's
I'd rather
good, but
play
it's also very
Superstar Ultra.
repetitive.
I'd rather play Superstar Ultra.
And I'm
will
not
too.
saying that you're bad for that, because Superstar Ultra is in fact a better game than Squeak Squad.
Oh, is
The
that a
thing is,
fact?
it doesn't mean that Squeak Squad is bad.
How's that a fact?
not bad.
That's opinion.
No, it seriously is a fact.
It's an
Kirby
opinion.
Superstar Ultra is far better than Squeak Squad.
It's an opinion.
No, it's not.
Well,
Look it up
anyway.
anywhere. Superstar
Anyway.
Ultra is far better than Squeak Squad.
It was in a Nintendo article.
Last time I read up. That is an opinion.
I'm going to link this to Nintendo itself.
Nintendo could really use our valuable feedback on our games. We tell it like it is.
We will be the advisors for Nintendo's board on all for future games, and whenever a new game comes out, we're like, no, it needs more cowbell.
We're going to be responsible for the 6th generation of Pokemon. I'm gonna be guest starring as a Pokemon.
I'm going to be the cuteness factor.
You're just gonna be.
But
that
anyway, this
trolly Magikarp.
podcast is about Squeak Squad, so
Yes.
It is.
I thought it was about
Yes.
Domino's Pizza.
Are you sure?
Call
So
now
far,
for
yeah.
the free
But-
lava
whoa.
Okay, let's go back to
I've
Squeak
got-
Squad.
We are
Another
sponsored by Domino's
advertisement.
Pizza. Yes, we're sponsored by
I
Domino's
thought this
Pizza.
was random podcast of awesomeness. Yeah.
It
You
is.
can get any pizza.
This
Anyway,
is a random
Squeak Squad.
podcast of Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, Awesomeness decided to cut us loose. We're now
Hey.
a random podcast
Hey,
of Domino's.
animes are allowed to have Domino's as a sponsor. Why can't we have Domino's as a sponsor? Damn it!
I don't know.
Okay,
why.
but let's get back on
Anyway,
track.
Squeak Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when I was playing Squeak Squad, my DS started to lag a little.
Yeah, I was having a lot of lag with my DS too. I was getting like 15 frames a second. That was
I
ridiculous.
had like enough.
I was at 30, but then it would go down to like. Oh, by the way, I modded my DS to tell me how many frames per second I run at. And
Yeah, I think we all did. Well, I have a Vietnamese DS. Like a Vietnamese shop where I
Dude,
live.
stop buying your stuff from Vietnam.
It's not Vietnam. It's the Vietnam
It's the place
corner
right
of
next to
West.
Burke. It's people
It
I
right
is.
actually
next to
got a
Burke.
real DS.
But no,
I actually got a real DS. Haha.
but
Okay,
no,
yeah.
I'm using a Puerto Rican DS here, right? And it was moderated. Moderated. Yeah.
Moderated.
It's moderated by Shadow Wolf.
It was modded to tell me the frames per second and to give it a speed up feature. So while I was playing this game, I noticed that I was getting lots of frame drops and I was getting mad. Not like
So,
not,
Carl, why
not,
did you
not
buy
mad,
the
not
game?
mad like Final
Where did
Fantasy
you buy
3.
the
That was
game?
making me angry. But
Even though this is kind of irrelevant to the game, but anyway.
it is a relic.
It's very relevant because our DS is having frame rate issues. Is a big issue.
I'm gonna sue Nintendo.
Yeah, that's
I want my
probably
free
something
3DS.
more to do with your DS's hardware.
I want my free 3DS now from Nintendo. You hear this, Nintendo? You should give everybody free 3DSs because your shitty DSs drop frames like crazy.
Yes.
Except for anybody else's.
Shut up,
I mean,
Gerda, you
Keys,
don't
myself,
know
and
one.
Shadow ran it fine.
I think the fact here is that we need a rig that can run Crisis 2 to be able to effectively run these Kirby games.
My PC can run Crisis 2.
I think you guys just need to charge your battery a little better.
No,
That's all.
Burke, we need the PC from the Battlefield 3 demo.
Yes, we need a PC that has 8 different processors and has 50 million gigabytes of RAM.
Okay, but
What
back,
about
back
my
to
PC
Squeak
with
Squad.
2 gigs? Okay.
Back to the relevant part of Squeak Squad.
Sad core. Okay, yeah.
Why did I make my Kirby grape? That is a relevant question.
Because it's seriously an option.
Why?
There are several different paints throughout the game.
think
My
it's
favorite
racist.
personally being the standard one. But there's different paints like
Why
carbon,
couldn't it be
grape,
purple? Why
snow.
did it have to be grape? I find that.
I made
black.
mine
Well, there's
pink.
a violet one too.
Why is that
I made
racist?
mine pink.
I like the snow.
Yeah, snow
I
is
like
pretty
trains.
I like turtles.
I
Turtles
like
are-
trains.
That means there are no turtles in this game.
Which sucks. This game gets a 0 out of 10 from me because of that reason alone.
I'm
Well,
going
go
to
play
check what
Mario.
paint colors I got.
I hate Mario. Mario sucks. And before
Mario,
Mario.
good.
And before Flame.
I mean, yeah.
Who's playing Squeak
The hell?
Squad?
That's me.
If I hear that song one more time, I'm gonna break
Yeah.
Shadow Wolf's picture.
All right, getting back to Squeak Squad. One of the things that I really love about all of the Kirby games is the diversity and the sheer number of powers you have. Yes,
What?
the diversity.
Diversity.
And there are several hidden powers in the game as well. And what Squeak Squad is a bit unique in that in order to actually get the most out of your powers, you actually have to find mastery scrolls. The first one that you'll find is either fire or cutter. I forget which
Fire.
one. And fire allows you to actually alter the direction of your fire blowing, which is a native ability in Kirby Superstar.
It's not that
Whereas
helpful.
mastering one for cutter actually doubles the size of the boomerang, which is freaking awesome. Mastering different abilities actually does give you additional moves and it changes how they actually are effective. For example, Spark literally becomes plasma after you master it without the range attacks. And Sword grants access to 2 secret sword abilities, Fire Sword and Ice Sword.
So it's something to try and promote longevity to the game that doesn't do it well anyway.
Now,
Well,
there
you
are
can get
some
all these scrolls the
powers.
first playthrough, right?
You can.
Stop being so negative.
Yeah,
Well,
you can
then
100% the game on your first playthrough. And in fact, it's quite easy to do.
I'm being pessimistic for this podcast because I want to make Gerdette angry.
Yes.
I'm going to check where I have cheats to unlock all scrolls.
You know,
We are derating this
I'm trying to be
podcast.
touching an adhesive. My hands are now sticky.
I don't
Yeah.
have to cheat like that.
That is-
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Let's
a
discuss
personal
this.
Problem.
Yes, Cole, why are your hands sticky?
No, but let's say some good. Oh, shut up. Let's talk about some good things about the game.
Well,
So I want to take a moment to say
Okay,
to our users, Kirby is not like most games. Kirby is actually very different from most games, where you can actually get abilities
The alter the gameplay.
from the enemies that you're fighting. It's very unique playstyle to other video games
Oh,
where
not really.
You can suck
actually,
stuff
it
up
is.
to get
Kirby
its
still,
abilities.
Press
That's
B
Kirby
and
is
win
still
games.
the ultimate blue mage.
It's like you're playing.
Kirby is
Metroid
still
all
like
over
the only
again.
enemy,
Just press
the
down
only
B and
character
win
in a
games.
video game that is able to copy and utilize the attacks and abilities of enemies that he defeats and absorbs.
Well, basically,
that's
it's
a
sort of
powerful
like
thing.
no.
So
Kirby is kind of
basically,
like
Kirby is a
Mario.
cannibal.
No, Kirby is kind of like Mario, except the power-ups like the fire flowers and the mushrooms, they're enemies. That's basically it.
Yeah, and Kirby has a much wider arsenal of powers than Mario.
Which I find
See, while-
fake Because why can't Kirby have his own power? Why does he have to steal other?
Well, that is his power.
Why is Kirby
I was going to say that is his power.
Why is Kirby a thief? First he steals people's powers, then he steals treasures.
He doesn't steal the treasures.
This Kirby fella doesn't sound like a very family-friendly person. This game is for adults.
Admittedly, if you look into the very center of what Kirby is and you realize exactly what's going on, Kirby becomes a very dark game very, very fast.
It's about a pink cannibal who's also a thief.
Right.
And he's incredibly massive, and he's incredibly sadistic too.
I haven't really seen him suck up other Kirby's.
I've also noticed he's also a very big bully. He's always picking on that big blue penguin, King Dedede. He's always picking on him all day.
Well, King Dedede asked for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Brooks right. King Dedede is an asshole in most of the other games.
In this game, he
I want to mention
where he's not an asshole, and that's Crystal Shards and Amazing Mirror. Is it Amazing Mirror or is it not?
I love Amazing Mirror. That game is so good. It's so much better than Squeek Squad.
I want to mention the fact that one of the weird things about the Kirby games is King Dedede is like Kirby's like arch boss, but he is never the ending boss.
He's always the easiest to defeat, honestly.
Yes, King Dedede. It is a running joke throughout the entire series that when you hit King Dedede, he becomes stunned for seconds, and after that, his invincibility frames stop.
Yeah.
So if you can literally juggle King Dedede infinitely.
Yes.
That's true.
Yep. The game is very flawed.
So.
I like flaw.
Well, the biggest flaw of this game is the fact that it is very derivative of the previous Kirby games. It doesn't bring anything new to the franchise.
Another derpy thing about this game is I found that in like the open maps, you can just float all the way to the end of the map.
Yeah, you can do that. This is because Kirby has got infinite flight time.
Which is also great, because nobody's infinite flight time. Nintendo makes unrealistic video game characters.
Yes.
This isn't about realism.
It is. It's a very realistic game.
It is.
Yeah, whatever you say. First you claim that it isn't realistic, and then you say it's very realistic.
In a world where there's peace and love, Kirby has to be the thief to come in and steal everything. He eats other people's cakes.
You can say that for Mario.
But at least Mario's a gangster, though.
My faulty plumbing.
Yeah, he doesn't steal things, though. People leave him treasure. People leave him treasure because he's a very nice fellow.
Yes, and he's very trustworthy.
I think Gert is just mad because I'm proving him wrong.
You know who's a big thief is Link.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, look, I'm going to break your pots and steal your treasure.
Goes into people's house.
Goes into people's homes, steals their treasure chest. Then, to add insult to injury, he goes in there and beats their ass. And then leaves.
Steals their chickens.
Kicks their chickens.
Yes.
But then the chickens fight back.
Oh, not Ocarina of Time. That was ridiculous. I didn't know about that. I hit him a couple times. Coo, and then I get swarmed by all these chickens.
The ultimate boss.
Actually, yeah, the cuckoos are the ultimate boss in the Link games. We're getting way off track here.
No, we're not.
All right.
That's true.
All right.
Random podcast. Random.
Nintendo transition back to Squeek Squad.
Now,
we have to.
The way I think Nintendo should go with Kirby is they make them square now. You see, square is the new circle.
You forget the triangle.
And triangle too. Triangle would be pretty cool. Maybe a parallelogram. Parallelogram is pretty hot, I gotta admit. So
I'm Dutch. I don't get those words.
What the new thing is, they make Kirby into about 3 billion pieces and make it a Tetris game. Now, you see, Tetris is cool with all the new generation of kids.
I actually think there is a Kirby.
Tetris is very hip. Tetris is very hip right now.
There is in fact the Kirby Tetris. It's called Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yes.
That's kind of like
they stole my idea. I want to copy
behind the curb, Corb. You're always behind the curb. You know what I think would be awesome though? A Metroid game that is also a pinball game.
They already
Kirby
got
has a Metroid game. It's Amazing Mirror.
Nintendo's
stealing all our good ideas.
I don't know why you guys keep on telling me I'm wrong. I've played and beat through Canvas Curse. It is definitely a pinball game.
No, it's not.
It definitely
It's
is.
a game with balls.
It is definitely
Kirby Pinball is a pinball game.
No, that's the game where you draw lines on the DS lower screen and you guide the ball to the end of the level. I would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Canvas Curse. There's no pinball in
That
it.
is pinball.
No, that's not.
Yes, it is.
That is
Kirby
that is
Pinball
linear.
was a title for the Game Boy Advance.
Yes. And there was a free add-on to the GBA that you could add on, and it would let you draw on the screen. Now, when you did this, you could guide the ball to the end of the level, and you'd win. And then
Kirby Pinball was a very large cartridge that had an accelerometer in it, so that when you shook the Game Boy, it would actually move the stuff around.
No. That was the one for the DS called Canvas Curse.
No.
Yes.
No.
The DS doesn't have that kind of functionality.
I think you guys are a little high now because I'm sure what I'm talking about.
No, DS
We
doesn't
are
have
all
that kind of
thinking
functionality.
about
The Game Boy Advance barely had it, and it only had it in a few games, like Yoshi's Island Tilt and Tumble.
Now, I think you guys are getting your games mixed up here.
Says, okay, let's just move on.
I think you guys are butthurt.
Let's
Anyway, so how far have we recorded this anyway?
We're
We're about half an hour in.
No, we're more like 45 minutes in.
Yeah, we're an hour in,
We're
which
36
means
minutes in.
Sorry that we're not being incredibly, skilled at this, but
it's been 6 months since our last podcast.
I'm trying to make this podcast work, but you guys keep on telling me I'm wrong when I know I'm right.
Yes.
Well, we would like you to get your facts straight, so that our viewers know what is going on.
I think you guys...
Frankly, I don't think our viewers...
Am I that unobvious that I'm trolling hard?
What's a troll?
What is this? I don't even. Obviously, Kirby Pinball is a pinball game.
Hey, Corb, you mad?
No.
You mad?
No.
Anyway.
I think everybody here is a little flustered at the magnificent trolling that had just occurred.
Let's talk
we're all
about
a bit
Jiggy
flustered, but I'm going to keep soldiering on. Alright, so after beating the game, the boss rush mode opens up. And I'll tell you this
about
now.
the boss rush mode. I have a lot of experience with this type of game mode. See, in this game mode, you go through all the normal enemies in the game. Then there's the normal rush mode where you fight all the bosses.
Corb, I'm about to mute you, just so you know.
We're going to re-record this tomorrow. Without you.
And just upload both.
I think our fans would enjoy this.
Boss rush, the boss endurance mode rather, in Kirby Superstar, you get access to one maximum tomato and any number of power-ups up to 5 from the power-up superstore. Now,
no, not
you
quite.
have to fight in a row and with only one maximum tomato, all 8 of the bosses. Or is it just 7? I haven't actually beaten this mode yet.
It's actually 40 bosses.
You haven't beaten this mode. You haven't won.
No, I haven't beat boss endurance.
You haven't won your percentage. You lie.
No, I've 100% of this game twice.
No.
Boss endurance mode does not count towards your percentage. No, it
This
does.
is actually pretty sucky.
It actually does count, though. You haven't completed that. You haven't completed the game.
Grant doesn't prepare for this podcast.
Oh, by the way, the endurance mode is where I first met Ghost. It looks cute.
I think Gerda.
Anyway.
That's like 99.9% of the game.
But not 100, so Gerda's a liar.
Muted me.
No, you're not muted, mainly because I can't figure out how to do it over Skype.
I love you.
Want me to teach you
Right
that?
click the picture and just mute.
Wait. What are you talking about Skype, Gerda? Everybody here is in the same room. What are you talking
We're
about?
all sitting here with our DSs open, playing this.
Yes,
game.
we're all in the same room.
I have
Hey,
actual
Gerda,
DS.
right now, Gerda is giving Cobra a very dirty look.
Haha.
Now,
Cheese is picking his nose, and Shadow has his thingamajig out.
I've gotten the trolling out of me, so let's actually be serious and professional about this now.
Professional, we're not getting paid for this shit.
Somehow I don't believe you when you say that.
I'm gonna try and be professional. Now, you see, since this is a Kirby game, I actually don't know what I'm gonna say.
It's not
It is incredibly easy. All the Kirby games are notorious for this.
Next.
So what I do want to say about this game is I actually like collecting the treasures in this game.
Why?
There are a lot of different puzzles in the stages that are actually somewhat difficult to figure out, or at least require different passages in order to get.
Yeah.
For example,
is there any reward to actually getting treasures in this game outside of having an aesthetic treasure?
Yeah, actually, a lot of the treasures in this game actually give you bonus content. Matter of fact, most of them do, if not all.
Bonus health, bonus colors, bonus music, bonus picture.
Yeah, you have to get 100% of the treasures in the game to get the ghost medal.
What I kind of liked.
The problem I have with that is you might be getting more gold. You might be getting more health and all this, but you're not going to play this game again after finishing the treasure mode.
This game has,
I really doubt you.
This game has almost as much replayability as RuneScape does.
You'd be surprised how many people think RuneScape has infinite replayability.
Well,
yeah.
You mod or hack, maybe.
No, it's an MMO, therefore it has infinite replayability.
It's not an MMO, it is a tactics online game.
It still updates regularly.
You troll Kirby. Kirby. Why do I confuse you with Kirby? Kirby's way more awesome.
I'm really derpy right now. I don't know why. I think it's because there's a lightning strike.
I think it's because you don't really like this game.
It's not that I didn't like it. I just found it boring.
I don't know.
Isn't that almost the same?
If anything, I'd rather be talking about Superstar because this game pales in comparison by a lot.
And it does.
Let's talk about Amazing Mirror.
I never said it was.
Amazing Mirror. Now that's a good game.
I hate that game.
Anyway, other than the boss rush mode other than the boss endurance mode after beating the game, you also unlock the extra mode. Extra mode puts you in a time trial situation. No, although you can play as Waddle Dee in this game.
What?
As a point of fact, you can play as every single normal enemy in this game after unlocking the ghost power.
Oh,
all you gotta
it is nothing but a skin change.
Normal enemy, tackle them with the ghost power, and then you can control them as they would normally be controlled.
Oh, I want to play as Waddle Dee.
Waddle Dee has no attacks.
I know.
All you can do as Ghost Waddle Dee is ram into things.
Yeah.
And he's...
Then you'd be a giant Waddle Dee.
Could you only imagine how broken that would be?
also has no attacks.
Could you only imagine how broken Waddle Dee would be if he could actually tackle people?
I'll be Shadow Kirby.
I want to be a Pokemon.
Yes.
Anyway, extra mode allows you to go through the entire game again, attempting to collect all the treasures in a single sitting.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, it does, but it also gives the game a little bit more replay value.
No, it's another gimmick added on by Nintendo to sell their terrible product.
You want to know how much this gimmick
made? 3DS all over again.
Yes.
Seriously, this gimmick made the Metroid series, okay?
Metroid sucks too.
No, Metroid is by far one of the best action platformers ever conceived.
No,
it's very superior. It's a very superior game.
You forget Mario.
Mario. I love Mario.
Luigi.
Mario 64.
Luigi.
It's me, Mario.
Wow. Bonjour.
I think Mario is like, if you ever go to like Japan and you go to like some weird store in the back alley, you come out with Mario 65.
I wish I had a Mario mascot suit.
And he's not Italian. He's British. And he has a monocle.
Today, I'm so hyped up.
I think that you're just a butter scrub.
Take a joint. Relax. Oh.
You know, while I'm sitting here at my desktop, I'm looking at my
with your
Kirby
jetpack.
I'm looking at my Kirby, not Superstar, my Kirby, what game do we play?
Squeek Squad.
Yeah, I'm looking at my game, my Squeek Squad thing. Oops, I just deleted it. Whoops. But
wow, you totally did that on accident, huh?
Accidentally the right-click delete button.
He accidentally the DS
shift delete.
But
I was going to say he accidentally shift delete entered.
I accidentally
System 32. Yeah, then
by the way, Gerda.
All right, guys. Since we seriously have pretty much nothing else to say about Kirby Squeek Squad,
I have one more. I have.
No, we have a lot to say.
All right, then start saying it.
I think
my
Link
turn.
should make a good kid.
Screw you.
So what I was trying to say about earlier about like collecting the treasures and everything is it kind of reminded me of like the Xbox achievement system.
No.
Because at the end of the level, when you collected it, it showed all the what you collected through the achievements of the items, which I thought was actually a kind of a cool idea.
Let me correct that. The Xbox 360 achievement system actually matters. Getting those points matters. Because it shows you how cool to all your friends, how good you are at games. It shows how much time you dedicate your life into playing these great games. It shows character.
How much your life sucks.
I mean,
it shows character in class.
I'm a proud 11K gamer score player because I enjoy my video games, and it shows how much of a beast I am at my video games.
You're suck.
As I collected treasure in Squeek Squad, I felt this is a repetitive and stupid gimmick. Dying of Fire.
You suck at Counter-Strike Source.
Dying of Fire is Nintendo of Korea.
Well, Corb, it sounds like a lot of the games that you play are a lot like Kirby, in which they also suck.
Yeah, most of them.
Oh, he does play pretty terrible games like Modern Warfare 2. I don't play that fucking game.
Yeah, me and Burke, we play our NBA 2K11. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all day. NBA 2K11. All day, every day, man. I gotta go get on in a few minutes and check my roster. Check out if any of my characters have leveled up.
I think they're.
Let's stop about this now.
I think that Epic. Oh wait, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
You notice.
Okay, no, but I mean,
So let's
coherent thoughts, Corb. Coherent thoughts.
This podcast is not built on coherent thoughts, Gerdad.
This podcast is built on me being a random trolley butt.
Please realize this is all impromptu and we do not rehearse this.
No, we do not.
Right.
No, we also don't get paid for this shit, so deal with it.
I get paid all day.
Oh yeah, wait. We're Domino's Pizza. Yeah, you guys don't see it right now, but right now I'm wearing a Domino's Pizza hat, Domino's Pizza shirt, and I have a Domino's Pizza bumper sticker.
I'm wearing a shirt of AT Gaming.
Oh, it's from Faisal Lap. Hey there.
Who's an IRC?
Faisal Lap.
Also,
Faisal Lap. I'm going to slap him.
So, RC, you are a butthurt scrub.
No, okay, but on a serious note, I'm seriously going to try and be serious now.
I don't believe you.
I'm seriously going to try this time. What about the game haven't we talked about yet?
Thing is, we've covered pretty much everything. I mean, other than the mini games.
Okay, we don't want to talk about those. Shut your mouth.
I kind of do, actually.
Go ahead.
If you guys recall from Kirby Superstar, there were 2 different mini games in there, and I guess you could technically call the arena as a third, although it really did help your percentage.
Well, anyway. Good. At first, let's mention all the stuff that all the story ones. Like of course, you had the Meta Knight, the Nightmare of Meta Knight, whatever it was called. You should know. You beat the game like 18 times. Yes.
Just twice, right?
But that wasn't a mini game. That was a whole side game. I'm talking about Megaton
like
and Samurai Kirby.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't really play either one of them that much. I did play
those weren't in
Samurai. I know, but I'm talking about Superstar. I did try the Samurai one, and I sucked at it because I always hit the wrong button.
Terrible.
Yep.
You don't have to hit a button. It doesn't matter which button you press.
I always did it at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, the mini games in here, they pretty much directly ripped off of one of the Kirby Superstar Ultra mini games, which is the feed track thing. I really don't know how best to describe that.
I like eating cakes and bombs.
And I think another one was ripped off of the Nightmare and Dreamland remake. The Pass the Bomb, I think that's in here. I'll admit, I don't actually play the mini games as often as I should because they're like one-shots.
I don't think Pass the Bomb is in here.
And you leave them alone.
Let me check. I don't think Pass the Bomb is in here.
I don't think it is either, but I remember Pass the Bomb being actually kind of fun in Nightmare in Dreamland. So
I kind of like that.
It's bomb tennis, right?
Yeah, it's technically bomb tennis.
I like the golfing minigame.
What golfing minigame?
The golfing minigame in Squeek Squad?
It's not. There is a golfing minigame, Cord.
I see speedy tea time, smash right, and treasure shot, and bush endurance. So there is no golfy.
I'm pretty sure there is. I'm playing it right now.
Are you now?
Did you get a hole in one?
The name of the minigame is called PGA Tour 2011.
I'm sure it is.
Insert canned laughter.
All right, so
we should probably just wrap this up.
Yeah. Final thoughts of the game. I know you haven't said much about it, Con, but what have you thought?
It looks like a Kirby game, and I think if this is definitely a game for fans of the series. I think this is, it's not much of a game because it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not
really,
a game. It's fake. I told you.
It doesn't look that challenging. It doesn't look that challenging, and it isn't. It's just not really much of a hardcore game in general. So
the whole series is like that, mind you.
Play this game because Kirby looks cute in a hat. He looks cute. Cute with a little snorkel on.
He looks cute with everything.
Looks adorable with that snorkel on. Because
he looks cute with every single thing.
I think
because it's
Are you implying that Kirby's not cute?
Are you implying that Kirby isn't pink?
No, he's
Kirby's
white.
come in every color.
That's racist.
He's black.
Kirby isn't the only one of his race either. Meta Knight's also Kirby.
Kirby is black.
Yeah, Kirby is seriously a race.
Kirby is a race.
I wish I was a Kirby. I'm going to turn my mom into a Kirby.
There's a part where we all kill Corb.
It's like they're like Yoshis, where Yoshis are a race and they come in several colors.
Yoshis make sense because they're dinosaurs.
Kirby is a sweet little fluff ball.
You can't suspend your disbelief for a Kirby?
Kirby's fake.
You non-believer.
Remind you that in the TV show, Kirby's an alien.
In the TV show, Kirby was a bitch.
Wait. There's a TV show? I know there's a Wii channel.
Yeah, there's a TV show on
yes, there was
CW.
I know there's a Wii channel for Kirby.
Good. Except when they brought Meta Knight in, and I was like, oh, it's this again.
I love
Meta Knight's a teacher in the show and not a rival.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Meta Knight's a punk, too. He has blue face. Coherent English, what is it?
Alright, how about you, Chief? What did you think?
My turn.
How about me? Me?
Yeah.
My turn?
What did you think of Kirby Squeek Squad?
I think it's Kirby-ish. Yeah.
Next.
I wanted to say something a few ago, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, I think it's a pretty neat game. You have more gameplay on the other Kirby games, in my opinion, like Amazing Mirror and Superstar, in the way that you're kind of done with this one in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Furthermore, for the time you can play it, it is pretty good, in my opinion.
My turn.
Alright, Corb, what did you think?
Now, what did I think about this wonderful game? I think it was a good sequel to Kirby Pinball.
Screw you.
Corb, shut up. Okay, anyway, next. Well, what I thought about this game is, this game ignited my love of Superstar, and I'm now playing Superstar. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about this game. Whoops.
Yeah.
No, but on a serious note, on a serious note, it just feels like more Kirby to me, and I don't like Kirby except for Kirby Pinball. That game is good, but...
Did you even play the game?
What?
Did you even play the game?
Which game?
This one,
This one.
I did. I got to the fourth world.
Corb did in fact play a bit of Squeak Squad.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't. I stutter too much. I just didn't really care for it. It was like, this game used to be fun back in the day when all we had were 2 flippers and a pinball. But now it's like, this isn't even like pinball anymore. This is like a totally different action adventure game.
You are a troll.
What's a troll?
In my opinion,
a troll is one of those little mans.
This game would have been perfect if they just would have taken out everything and put in 2 flippers and some bumpers.
Someone hit Corb.
Corb.
Stop being lazy, Cheese. You're in the same room.
Corbinik, shut your fucking cunt hole.
Yep.
Oh, king of the world.
Alright, Shadow, you're up.
Yep.
So
It better be about pinball.
Shut up, Corb.
Corb, put down the whiteout.
No,
shut your fucking cunt hole.
you guys know you like Kirby pinball.
So anyway, I actually enjoy the Kirby series, and I think this game can easily appeal to anyone that actually likes Kirby or has never actually picked up a Kirby game. This is a great game. This is a great game to actually get into Kirby, and it's something that's fun. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music. It's
directed by John Williams.
It's like a familiar music. You hear it all the time, so you're used to it. You know this is a Kirby game.
Especially if you've seen Star Wars.
Shut up.
Do we have to have a John Williams joke in every podcast?
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do, in fact.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
All right, so how about for numbers?
Wait.
Why?
I think he has something to say.
I think the music would have been a little better if you didn't hear the constant sound of flippers going up and down.
Oh, shut up.
Damn it, Corb. Alright, Cloud, I know you didn't play the game, but what would you give it based on what you've seen?
I'd give it an 8 for the fans and a 6 for the hardcore
How about the
gamers.
pinball enthusiasts?
Shut up, Corb.
Alright, how about you, Cheese?
Personally, I like Kirby a lot, and I give it a 9.
What?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Just for the non-Kirby fans like me, like Corb, sorry, and the pinball haters,
Yeah.
I'll just give it a 6 or something. It's just a casual game, so.
My turn?
How about you, Burke?
I'll give it a 7.
No explanation.
I mean, okay.
You, Corb?
I like the way. Shut up. No, get that shit. I like the game.
Let's see.
I wasn't done. Then.
What would I give it?
I don't know. What?
From what I played, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for the fact that I didn't really, I'm going to be on a serious note here. I didn't really care for the same old...
The flippers.
No, I actually kind of like the flippers. No, I didn't like the same old platforming design that Kirby is. I mean, it was fun at first, like, it was kind of refreshing, but then it was just, this is the same old. And then I noticed that in the later levels, the freaking bonus pinballs to get are so hard to get, so I ended up...
You're supposed to tilt. You're supposed to tilt.
I wasted all my tilts. You only get 3. It's not fair. But...
Life isn't fair.
But, I mean...
Your mom is not fair.
I would recommend this game to any Kirby fans and any pinball fans. And if you want to play the other pinball game that came before this, look for Kirby Canvas Curse for the DS. And
also, this was made for 360. It's called Pinball FX2.
Yes, pinball. This is now Kirby Pinball. All right. We're at like an hour. Longest one yet, I think.
Okay, it's time to announce the next game then.
This podcast
Hold
is a
it,
disaster.
Shadow. You haven't given your numbered review yet.
Oh, number.
No, I haven't.
Do it.
So
Shadow,
I'm going to give this game.
No pinball.
It's okay, just Shadow.
I'm going to give it a 6 because there's no cowbell.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it an 8.
Needs more cowbell.
8 out of 10.
And
think
I
this is well
personally,
deserved.
since I haven't given mine yet, I'm going to give this game a 9. I really love this game.
High five.
I think it needs more pinball.
Wait. I can do this. Yay.
What?
Yes, Cheese and I high-fived across the internet.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're in the same room. Stop lying. Jesus.
Yay!
Really?
Both of you are sad
Really?
people.
No, nobody's as sad as Gert at playing through this game 100% 2 times.
much as that. Anyway.
Anyway, this has been Grid at 14.
Hey, wait. Next game announcement.
We don't announce the next game here.
Yes, we do.
Just do it. Just do it. Who cares?
Something trolling on up. It better be Kirby Pinball.
The next game is going to be Kingdom Hearts for the Game Boy Advance.
What?
Oh, God.
No, you're not talking about Chain of Memories, are you?
Which one?
Maybe for the Game Boy Advance.
God.
There are multiples for the Game Boy Advance.
No, there's one.
Oh, for the Game Boy Advance. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing Chain of Memories next.
Kingdom Hearts.
Chain of Memories.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Oh,
Stay
whatever.
tuned next week.
I am playing that game. I played through that game once. That game was terrible. Oh yeah.
Stay tuned next week.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play it. I'll get my ass kicked by the boogeyman again, but I'll play it.
I know. All right, thank you for watching. This has been Grid at 14.
That's
Shadow
me,
Wolf?
damn it.
Podcast.
Easy.
You watch them now.
Cloud.
I like cheese.
Burke 168.
And Corbinik.
And thank you for watching.
Be safe, guys.
Yep.